Hey, I'm gonna cut the wedding cake with my ex-girlfriend. Sorry, but you can just wait in the dressing room.
What? Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, I guess you could watch if you really want to. Actually, now that I think about it, it'll be even better if the bride watches. You know, it'll make things more fun and exciting for everyone. It's gonna be such a spectacle. Yeah, watch us do it. It'll be great.
Wait, hold on a second. Your ex-girlfriend? Are you seriously talking about Jamie? That Jamie? Your ex from college?
Yeah, of course, Jamie, you know? I invited her for fun, like just a joke, but guess what? She actually showed up! It's been so long since I've seen her, and man, she's still looking amazing! Honestly, she's even more attractive than you are, no offense. I mean, she's got that kind of vibe, you know? She's got more presence than you do, for sure.
Wait, so you're telling me that you're planning to cut the cake with her, your ex? Do you even understand what that means? What will happen if you go through with this? This is a wedding, our wedding.
Why are you making a big deal out of this? Today's my wedding day, and guess what? I'm the groom. That means I'm the star, right? It doesn't really matter what I do as long as I'm happy. Seriously, stop worrying about it. I'm the main guy today.
I'm the bride. I'm supposed to be the star too. We're supposed to be doing this together.
Don't be ridiculous. Weddings are about the man. Didn't you know that? Look, cutting the cake with Jamie will be way more interesting than with you. I'll look better standing next to her. I mean, no offense, but it's just for the pictures, you know? It's all about how things look. Trust me, it'll be fine. You'll thank me later.
You're drunk. You have had way too much to drink. You don't even realize what you're saying right now. I'm seriously warning you, don't do this. You're going to regret it. I'm telling you, things won't go well if you go through with this.
Woo! I'm feeling so hyped right now! This is gonna be awesome!
Oh my God. I can't believe you actually did it.
Come on, what's the big deal? It's just a cake cutting with my ex. You're acting like I committed some crime or something. You need to chill out. Honestly, you should be thanking me. A guy like me, a successful banker, marrying someone like you? You should be grateful, really. Where's the appreciation? I'm doing you a favor, you know.
I was trying to stop you for your own good. I didn't want you to make a fool of yourself. I was thinking about you, about what's best for us, and you just went ahead and did this without caring at all.
Whatever. It was hilarious. Everyone was watching you standing there crying like a little kid. That was the real entertainment, honestly. You crying at your own wedding, man, that was gold. It turned into the best part of the whole ceremony, didn't it?
I wasn't crying, and honestly, the fact that you find this funny is just, it's really disturbing. Something is really wrong with you.
Disturbing? Come on! Everyone was laughing, right? That's what weddings are supposed to be about. People smiling, laughing, having a good time. That's all that matters in the end. A wedding should be fun, and today was definitely fun. That's what counts, so you can relax.
If you're so drunk that you actually think those people were smiling, then I don't know what to tell you anymore. They weren't laughing with you, they were laughing at you. I tried to warn you. I told you not to do this, and now whatever happens is on you. I did my part to try and stop it.
Warn me? What are you even talking about? Do you seriously think you're in any position to warn me about anything? Let's be real for a second. You're nothing without me. A lowlife like you would never have a shot at marrying a banker like me. Don't forget, I've already got a job offer from Millington Bank. I'm an elite. You're lucky I even considered you. So do yourself a favor and just listen to what I say. Be grateful and everything will be fine.
You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. I don't care anymore. After all of this, I am canceling the wedding. It's over. We're done. Goodbye.
Yeah, whatever. It's no skin off my back. Honestly, I couldn't care less. If you want to leave, go ahead. I'll just get back with Jamie. No big deal, really. I've got nothing to lose. Your job offer has been revoked. What? Who's this? What are you talking about? Who are you? I'm the president of Millington Bank. I'm here to inform you that your job offer has been officially revoked. What are you even saying? This is ridiculous. Look, you're bothering me, so don't contact me again. There's no way you're the president of Millington Bank. Stop wasting my time. Goodbye. Wait, hold on a minute. I've been blocked.
What are you doing, Dad? You were supposed to handle this like a pro.
Well, it's just, I think he thought I was pranking him.
Of course he did. You called him out of the blue, claiming to be the president of Millington Bank. And you said it twice. No wonder he thought it was some kind of joke. You sounded ridiculous.
What? Ridiculous, you say? What do you mean by that?
Hey, I'm your daughter, right? If I'm calling you ridiculous, you should at least get mad about it. Show some authority. That's why people don't take you seriously, Dad.
I'm sorry. Your late mother used to tell me the same thing.
I'm just teasing, Dad. Don't worry, I actually like you just the way you are. It's way better than if you were some stuck-up bank president with a huge ego.
Really? Well, I guess that's good to hear. But as your father, I still want to show that I can be dependable when it counts.
All right, then I'll talk to Drew myself and explain everything. I'm sure he'll end up calling you, apologizing profusely. And when that happens, you can respond with that firm attitude you're aiming for.
Got it. I'll be ready. Leave it to me.
What a strange situation this has turned into. How are you feeling, Drew? Starting to sober up yet?
Sober up? No chance. I'm wasted. Absolutely hammered. I'm not planning on sobering up tonight. I mean, come on. I got divorced on my wedding day. The rest of my life is going to be a non-stop party from here on out.
Yeah, about that. You didn't just divorce me today. There's something much bigger happening. Did you even realize?
Huh? Something bigger? What are you talking about?
My father is the president of Millington Bank.
What?
Yeah, the same bank where you got that job offer. You know, the one you were so proud of. My dad called you earlier. Did you notice?
Wait a minute. That phone call earlier, was that part of your little setup? Look, you really think I'm dumb enough to fall for something like that? Come on, you're kidding yourself. I'm not that stupid.
Actually, you are that stupid because you're refusing to believe something that's completely true.
What the? This can't be.
It's a screenshot of Millington Bank's homepage. There's a nice big picture of the president on there. Recognize the face?
That's that old guy who was sitting with your family at the wedding?
Exactly. My father. Maybe you should have at least looked up the president's name and face before your interview. I mean, you managed to land the offer, so I guess that's impressive considering you had no idea who he was.
Wait, hold on a second. Why didn't you tell me before? Why didn't you say that your father was the president of Millington Bank?
Well, I didn't really want to make a big deal out of it, you know. I didn't want you feeling all awkward or anything. Plus, it's not something I'd just bring up out of nowhere. I figured I'd mention it when the time was right.
You've got to be kidding me! This is bad! Really bad!
Yeah, it sure is. You see, while you were too busy acting like a complete fool and ruining our wedding, you didn't realize that you were also burning the bridge to your future career. You've not only lost me, but now you've lost your shot at that elite life you were bragging about.
Damn it! What am I supposed to do now? Sir, my apologies for earlier. I'm so sorry for my rude behavior. I thought it was a prank, so I ended up blocking you. I'm truly sorry. No, it's too late. I cannot forgive you. Your job offer is officially revoked. Wait, please, I really regret what I did. Even if you regret it, that's not enough. Do you really think a father could forgive a man who insulted his daughter to that extent? But I was drunk. That's the reason for everything I said. Drunk? And you think being drunk excuses your actions? Well, surely even you, sir, must have had moments where you've overindulged in alcohol and done something out of character, right? Everyone has a moment from their youth where they get carried away, right? You might have even had a time where you lost your memory from drinking too much. I don't drink. I'm an abstainer, so I've never experienced being drunk. Wait, but that means you don't actually know what it's like to be drunk? That's what I'm saying. When you're under the influence of alcohol, you say things you don't really mean. Words that, in hindsight, are terrible, but in the moment they just slip out. It's the truth. Is that so? I understand that I've never had the experience of being drunk because I don't drink, but... Yes, exactly. That's why I've realized my mistake, and I've made the decision to quit drinking altogether from now on. I don't want something like this to happen ever again. Well, I must say that's an admirable resolution. Thank you so much. So that means you'll forgive me, right? No, absolutely not. I cannot forgive you. What? Why not? I've apologized sincerely and I've told you how I'm going to change. You said that you were drunk when you insulted my daughter, right? Well, tell me this. If you were so drunk, why are you so calm and composed right now? Why are you making such eloquent excuses? What do you mean? You said you were drunk, yet now, when you're in trouble, you're speaking clearly and pleading your case as if you're stone cold sober. So, when it comes to humiliating Lucy, you're conveniently still under the influence, but the moment your own well-being is at risk, you suddenly sober up? Is that how it works? No, that's not it at all. That's exactly what it sounds like. And I will never allow my daughter to marry a man as self-serving as you. Please, sir, I beg you. It was just the excitement of the moment. I let it get the better of me. Alcohol isn't something that you can blame for everything. You can't just say, I was drunk and expect it to wipe away all the mistakes you've made. You're an adult. You need to take responsibility for your actions. Please, just wait. Wait? Sure, I'll wait. Say what you have to say. Huh? You want me to wait, don't you? Then hurry up and come up with a new excuse. I'm not here to waste time. Get on with it, quickly. I'm sorry. Come on, hurry up. Give me a reason. I'm really sorry. I'll be going now. Excuse me.
You did really well. It felt good, didn't it? It seemed like Drew was shaking in his boots.
Yeah, it's all thanks to Lucy.
But you were almost convinced by his arguments just because you don't drink and don't understand alcohol. That was a close call.
Absolutely. You suggested some clever comebacks that really helped me out. I was about to get swayed by his reasoning.
Now, Drew must realize the seriousness of what he did. I'll handle the rest, so just leave it to me.
But relying on my daughter for help just makes me feel like a failure as a father. I can't even reprimand someone who insulted my own daughter.
That's fine. I like you just the way you are. I appreciate that you're a little weak and clumsy, but so kind and hardworking. I truly appreciate everything you do.
Oh, thank you, Lucy. But still, your father can't keep relying on you forever.
It's okay. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes it's good to lean on each other. Besides, you're trying your best, and that means a lot to me.
You really think so? It means a lot coming from you. I always worry that I'm not living up to expectations.
You are. Just remember that it's okay to ask for help. Everyone has moments when they need support, and it doesn't make you any less of a father.
I guess you're right. Maybe I just need to learn how to balance being a supportive dad while still standing up for you.
Exactly. You can be both. You have the ability to be protective and also let me help when I can. It's a partnership after all.
I appreciate you saying that. You've grown up to be so wise and understanding. I'm proud of you, Lucy.
Thanks, Dad. I just want us to be able to communicate openly and support each other. That's what family is for, right?
You're right. I'm lucky to have you as my daughter. I'll do my best to be a better father moving forward.
And I'll be there to help. We're in this together.
Hey, Lucy, please, you understand, right? I was really just joking. You know how it goes. I have this habit of getting a bit carried away when I drink.
Well, you should have worked on fixing that habit long ago. I completely agree with my father on this one. I have no intention of forgiving you for what you did.
Come on! What's going to happen to my life now? Seriously, what do I do? This is a complete disaster for me.
Who knows? Maybe you can ask your so-called friends for help. They might be able to bail you out of this mess you created.
No, that's not the case. You did something to my friends too, didn't you? You had to have influenced them somehow. You were around them at the reception.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything to them.
Everyone declined the invitation to the after party and left. They must have felt pressure to do that because of you.
No way. I didn't put any pressure on anyone. They left because they were all completely turned off by your behavior at the wedding. It was embarrassing for everyone involved.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean that everyone, including your friends, was in shock over how you acted. You might not have realized how serious it was because you were drunk, but everyone who was there was completely disgusted.
Wait, so you're saying they didn't enjoy themselves at all? No one did?
Not at all. In fact, even Jamie apologized deeply to me afterward. According to her, you asked her to join because you said Lucy didn't want to, right? She reluctantly agreed, but absolutely hated every minute of it.
Really? Jamie said that?
Yes, she felt she should never have come in the first place. She was really sorry about the entire situation. You embarrassed not only yourself, but also everyone who cared about you.
That's hard to believe. She's always been so into me. There's no way she would feel that way.
Where's the proof? Why don't you just contact her and find out?
All right, I'll call her right now. Just wait a second. I can't make a call. What's going on?
You don't get it, do you? You've been blocked. How could you not realize that? Jamie and the others don't want anything to do with you right now.
What? Why would she block me?
I've told you numerous times she left crying and feeling regretful about the entire situation. After your outburst, there is no way she would want to get back in touch with you.
Damn it! What am I supposed to do now? My family is furious with me too. Seriously, no one is talking to me anymore.
Well, of course, you publicly insulted your own bride. You might not have realized how serious it was because you were drunk, but the whole atmosphere was ruined. Do you have any idea how that affected me?
Then you should have warned me! I feel so embarrassed now.
I told you multiple times, but you never listened. It's not right to get angry at me now when you brought this on yourself.
I messed up, okay? Look, I'm really sorry. So, can you please talk to my father-in-law for me? I'm begging you. I truly regret what happened. I never intended for things to escalate like this.
Sorry, but that's impossible. I can't believe your so-called remorse at all. You're just trying to save your own skin.
That's not true! By facing the consequences like this, I've realized how serious my actions were. You have to believe me.
Then keep reflecting on it and learn from it. Good luck moving forward with your life. You need to understand that actions have consequences.
Please, don't abandon me. I'm begging you, I'll cover all the costs of the wedding. Whatever it takes, I'll make it right.
Of course you should. You said that yourself. Besides, since the wedding was canceled, you'll have to refund everyone's gifts too. That's just how it works.
Oh, I see. Wait, if that's the case, I might really struggle to pay for everything. This is getting worse and worse.
So that's what your remorse amounts to? You can't even handle paying for the wedding expenses because you ruined it all?
No, I get it. I'll pay. I swear. But please, can you talk to my father-in-law? Some important people from Millington were at that venue, right? If this keeps going on, I might not just lose my job offer. I could get blackballed from the entire industry.
Honestly, a truly remorseful person would not seek anything in return for their apology. You're not someone I can trust anymore, so goodbye.
Huh? No, wait. If you do that, I won't cover the wedding expenses. I need your help.
Then I'll sue you. Let's take this to court and see what happens. Maybe then you'll learn your lesson.
No, please don't. I really don't want to draw any more attention to myself than I already have. I just want to get through this.
Right? So make sure to handle the wedding expenses. That's your responsibility. It's the least you can do.
Wait! I can't just be left in this situation without any support. I thought we were in this together.
Hey, can you please stop lurking around my place?
Huh? What the hell? Yesterday at the wedding, I lost everything. My family, my friends, my fiancé, and Jamie, too.
Honestly, you brought this on yourself. I really can't deal with you blaming others for your own mistakes.
Shut up! You're all I have left now. No matter what, I'm going to get you to marry me. I need to get my job offer back at Millington Bank.
That's impossible for someone like you. I wouldn't want you even for a part-time job, let alone a full-time position at Milligan Bank.
Shut up! Don't mess with me! Did you forget? I have a spare key to your house.
What?
Ha! Looks like you forgot about that. No matter how much you refuse, I can still get into that house. If you don't want that, then invite me in yourself, and let's live together as husband and wife, all right? But if you want to resist...
Stop it. That's threatening.
Don't say such ridiculous things. We once loved each other, right? It's not like you could just deny that.
I won't be intimidated by your threats. I have no intention of marrying someone like you, not even for a second.
Oh, is that so? Then I'll just barge in whether you like it or not. It's your fault. You're the one who knocked me, so this is on you.
Stop it!
Hey, this is insane! I'm definitely gonna sue you for this. You actually hit me!
Sue me? You're going to sue the person who was trying to protect you from your father? Go ahead and try. It's clear to anyone that you're the one in the wrong.
Damn it! What the hell was that old man thinking? He came at me with that pathetic voice. He was practically in tears, that old man. He might hold some kind of authority, but deep down, he's just a weakling.
Who exactly got chased away by that weak old man? You're so timid, yet you're willing to do anything to protect me? I love my father so much for that, so I won't allow you to insult them.
Get lost! I don't care about your father-daughter love, damn it! I even paid for the wedding venue. You could at least listen to me a little.
Huh? Of course you're responsible for paying for the wedding. After all, the wedding is the man's show, right?
Wait a minute! You're trying to say that just because it's traditionally the man's role to pay, you have to accept everything I say? That doesn't make sense at all. What about my feelings? What about the fact that I was completely disrespected?
Oh, please, you think feelings matter after what you pulled at the wedding? You disrespected me and everyone there. You think you can just laugh it off like it's nothing? You need to understand the gravity of what you've done.
Come on! You can't seriously think I meant any of that! I was just being an idiot! I thought we could laugh it off later, but now I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to pick up the pieces.
Pick up the pieces? You mean after you've shattered everything around you? You think it's that easy? You think I'm just going to forgive you because you're feeling sorry for yourself? You need to take responsibility for your actions.
I get it, I do. I was wrong. But can't you at least help me a little? I'm desperate. I never wanted any of this to happen.
Help you? After how you treated me, you expect me to just forget everything and help you fix your life? That is not how this works.
I'm begging you. I'll make it right, I promise. Just give me a chance.
A chance? You think you deserve a chance after how you acted? You need to face the music first. You need to genuinely apologize to everyone you insulted. Not just a quick sorry, but a real acknowledgement of what you did and how it affected them.
I can do that. I will. I'll reach out to Jamie and the others. I promise. I just need you to believe that I can change.
Change? You think it's that simple? You think a few apologies are going to fix everything? You have lost people's trust, and trust is not something you can just earn back overnight. It takes time and real effort.
But I'll show you. I'll prove that I'm not that person anymore. I don't want to lose you, Lucy. I never wanted any of this to happen. I was just trying to have a good time, and it all spiraled out of control.
You think this is just about losing me? You're mistaken. It's about how you made me feel and how you disrespected our relationship in front of everyone. You made me feel small, like I didn't matter at all. That's not something you can just brush off.
I know, I messed up, but I swear I'll do whatever it takes to fix this. I'll take full responsibility for the wedding costs and everything else. Just please, don't abandon me like this.
You need to understand that actions have consequences, Drew. If you really want to fix this, then you need to start by facing those consequences.
I get it. I'll face the consequences. I just need some help to navigate this mess. I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe I let it get this far.
Being overwhelmed doesn't excuse your behavior. You're an adult. You need to own up to your own mistakes and face the people you hurt. They deserve that from you.
I will. I promise. I'll make sure to apologize to everyone personally. Just give me some time to fix this.
Time is something you need to earn back. You've taken advantage of my trust, and that's not something I can just give back to you. You need to prove to me and to everyone else that you're genuinely sorry and willing to change.
I swear I'll change. I don't want to be that person anymore. I just want to move forward and make things right.
Moving forward means acknowledging what you did and showing that you've learned from it. It means taking tangible steps to improve yourself. It's going to take a lot of work, and I hope you're ready for that.
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll even make a public apology if that's what it takes. I just want to show everyone that I'm serious about changing.
A public apology is a good start, but it's not enough. You need to show through your actions that you're serious. Words are easy, but actions speak louder. You have to follow through on your promises.
Okay, I will. Just please give me another chance. I can't lose everything over one stupid mistake.
You've already lost a lot, Drew, and it's going to take time to rebuild those relationships. Just be prepared for that. Not everyone will be ready to forgive you right away, and you have to accept that. Dad, thank you so much for standing up to Drew when he tried to break into our house.
No, I really looked pathetic. I tried to shout and confront him, but deep down, I was terrified.
That's not true. You were really brave. And you were incredibly reliable.
Really? I was reliable?
Of course. If you hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened to me. Thank you for saving me, Dad.
Well, I'm your father, so it's only natural. You can always count on me, okay? Lucy, remember that. I'm your dad, after all.
I think you're getting a bit carried away, but I really appreciate it. I look forward to having your support in the future, Dad. I'm sure Mom would be proud of you, too.
I hope so. It's been hard since she passed away, but I want to make sure I protect you, Lucy. You're my top priority, and I will always be here for you, no matter what.
You don't have to worry. I know you're doing your best, and that's what matters. You showed that you care by standing up for me, and I couldn't ask for more. I feel so safe knowing you're by my side.
Thank you, Lucy. Your words mean a lot to me. I just want you to be happy and feel secure. We've been through a lot, but we'll get through it together.
I know that we will. It's nice to know that I can lean on you, especially after everything that happened with Drew. It's comforting to have a strong father figure like you. You always manage to put me at ease.
I'm glad to hear that. I promise I'll do my best to protect you and keep you safe. You're the most important thing in my life, and I won't let anyone hurt you.
I believe you, Dad. Thank you for being my rock. I really appreciate everything you do for me. I hope I can make you proud, too.
I'm already proud of you, Lucy. Just be yourself and remember that I'm always here for you. We'll face any challenge together.
Absolutely. I'm lucky to have you as my dad. Let's just keep looking out for each other just like we always have. Drew attempted to invade my home once again, but this time things escalated and he was ultimately taken away by the police. Moreover, it was confirmed that he had also been stalking Jamie, which led to a restraining order being placed against him for both me and Jamie. Along with that, he was ordered to pay fines and compensation for damages. It seems that after this incident, he was utterly dejected. He left the city and is now quietly living in a remote area, far away from us. I genuinely hope he reflects on his actions, reforms himself, and gets a fresh start in life. As for my father, this incident initially helped him regain some of his confidence. He stood up for me, showing a strength that I hadn't seen in a while. However, as time passed, he gradually reverted to his usual self, becoming the same timid father he's always been. I actually like my father just the way he is, but I know he longs to be seen as a dependable parent. Given that we're a single-parent family, he probably feels an extraordinary sense of responsibility in his role as a father. He raised me all on his own, and now I want to support him in return. I think it's important for him to know that it's okay to show vulnerability, After all, no one is perfect and everyone has their struggles. I want him to feel that he can lean on me as much as I lean on him. You know, sometimes I see a glimmer of the father I wish he could be, especially when he tries to protect me. It's in those moments that I can feel his love and dedication shining through, and I appreciate that he cares so much. But I also realize that he's human and he has his insecurities. I want him to understand that being a good father doesn't mean he has to be invulnerable or strong all the time. It's okay to have moments of doubt and fear. In fact, those moments can actually bring us closer together. When we share our vulnerabilities, it creates a deeper connection between us. I believe that this bond is what family is truly about. The other day, I caught a glimpse of his struggle when he was trying to fix a leak in the kitchen sink. He was getting frustrated, and I could see it in his eyes. I stepped in and told him it was all right to ask for help. He looked surprised for a moment, but then he smiled. It was a small victory, but it felt significant. In that instant, I realized that even small acts of support can make a big difference. I want to keep supporting him as he navigates his feelings of inadequacy. Maybe we can work together to face our challenges. I think about how we can help each other grow. If we both learn to communicate our feelings better, I believe we can create a safe space for each other. It's essential that he understands he's not alone in this journey. I may be his daughter, but that doesn't mean I can't be a pillar of support for him too. We're both learning how to navigate our lives after everything that's happened with Drew. It's a process, but I have faith in our ability to get through it together. At the end of the day, I know that our relationship will strengthen through this shared experience. We can lean on each other and emerge stronger, more resilient individuals. So, while Drew's actions had negative consequences, they also inadvertently opened up a space for my father and me to grow closer. I truly believe that every cloud has a silver lining. Sometimes it takes a significant event to shake us out of our routines and remind us of what really matters in life: love, support, and family. I am hopeful for our future. My father may not be the invincible superhero I sometimes wish he could be, but he is my dad, and that is more than enough for me. Together, we'll face whatever comes our way. Through all of this, I want my father to know that he is doing a fantastic job, even if he doesn't always see it. I'll remind him every chance I get, because he deserves to feel appreciated for everything he does. He raised me with love and dedication, and now it's my turn to return that love. I am grateful for him, and I hope he realizes just how much he means to me. After all, at the end of the day, we are family, and that bond is unbreakable.
Where's my room? I can't find it anywhere.
You really think you have a room here? That's hilarious. Seriously, who do you think you are?
Wait, are you just messing with me? This feels really strange. I didn't prepare anything for some kind of act. I don't even know what you want from me.
What are you talking about? There's no act. What's going on in your head?
You're joking, right? This has to be some sort of self-introduction gag or something. It has to be. You must know who I am. Why else would you be saying, "Who are you?" This feels like some sort of test of humor. Do I need to step it up?
A humor test? What are you talking about? Look, here's the deal. We don't like the way you do things. Whether you're just clueless or what, you just don't fit in with our family.
Seriously? Are you back to that mode again?
What do you mean, that mode?
You know, that annoying "you're such a burden" mode. Like I'm some kind of garbage mother-in-law. You pull that on me sometimes. Is it really enjoyable for you?
Annoying burden like a garbage mother-in-law? That's a new one. Why not just say I'm regular garbage? Why the resource garbage label? What's wrong with garbage anyway?
I can't play along with this nonsense. More importantly, can you just tell me where my room is? The front desk is totally clueless.
Oh, they wouldn't know. Of course not.
Just tell me where my room is. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Just tell you. You need to be careful about how you speak. You're all alone on this trip. No one is on your side. If you keep making me mad, well, who knows what will happen next?
Is this some sort of quiz? Are you going to turn into a demon if I annoy you enough?
A demon would be fine. You really don't get it, do you? Look, depending on your attitude, I might have considered treating you better, but you've lost any sympathy I might have had.
Sympathy for what?
I mean, you come from such a poor family, right? Right from the start, that makes you incompatible with our family. You're probably not even that smart because of it. I thought you were a bit sad, honestly.
Who on earth is feeling sorry for me?
Who else but you? A woman who can't even hold a decent conversation like this doesn't belong in our family. My husband runs a successful business, and Fred works at a top-tier company. We are an elite, glamorous family.
An elite, glamorous family? Wow, Auntie, I can't believe you're saying that.
Just be quiet. You're not part of our family. Today we're just going to enjoy our family vacation. And since we only booked one room, you'll be camping outside.
Camping outside? Honestly, that's totally fine with me.
Totally fine. You really are a typical poor person. But you better make sure you're out of our sight, okay? It's just annoying having a poor person wandering around.
Do Chris and Fred feel the same way?
Of course! The three of us don't think of you as family at all. We only booked one room, so you should sleep outside. Fred even mentioned he regrets marrying you.
That's something I could say back to you too.
Why are you repeating yourself? I can't deal with you anymore.
I mean, who wants to date a guy who wears company-issued windbreakers on vacation? How proud do you have to be an employee there?
Who cares what anyone wears? It's a free world. Plus, it's something to be proud of. Just get lost already, okay?
Fine, I'll leave.
Oh, you're talking now? Finally, it'll be quiet. Goodbye.
So, here's the thing. Can you just send a ton of spiders into their room or something?
Wait, hold on. First of all, I don't have a bunch of spiders on hand.
But you're the one in charge of this resort, right? You can do it.
Yeah, but if they get hurt or something, it could lead to police involvement. We really should abandon this whole spider operation.
Then what are we going to do? They seriously annoy me. They keep calling me poor and clueless, saying I'm not smart.
Well, I think the clueless part might actually be true.
But seriously, did they say such horrible things to you? That's just unacceptable.
I get it, you're absolutely right. That's why you should really get back at them.
I've been holding it in for so long, but I just can't anymore. It's ridiculous. I came along because Diana invited me. And now I found out I don't even have a room? That's just absurd.
Yeah, it is definitely absurd, no question about that. But you have to remember, I'm the manager of this resort. I have responsibilities and I can't just act on impulse.
Come on. Can you just forget about being all responsible for a second?
Huh?
If you start bringing up all that responsible stuff, it'll never end, right? So let's just not go there. They annoy me and I want revenge. And that's all there is to it.
Wow, that's quite a bold way to persuade someone.
But seriously, you used to be a delinquent, didn't you? You're talking about being responsible, but...
A former delinquent? Come on, just call it what it is. I was a troublemaker. I've decided to protect this inn, entrusted to me by my grandfather. He's the one who helped me turn my life around.
So does that mean you won't help me?
Nope. I'm sticking to my decision to protect the inn, but I can't allow pests like that to stick around.
Wow, are you trying to sound all cool right now? You definitely just tried to sound cool.
Well, yeah, I guess I did.
All right then, I'm going to go consult with you more about this. Just don't try to act all cool again, okay? It's hard for me to watch family members trying to be all impressive.
Fine, but seriously, let's think this through before we act on it. You might think it's fun to get revenge, but there are consequences to everything we do.
Consequences? Like what? They already insulted me. What more could they do?
Well, you might feel good in the moment, but what if it backfires? You could end up being the one who gets in trouble or looks foolish.
Why do you have to be such a buzzkill? I'm just saying I want some payback.
I understand that, but let's come up with a plan that doesn't involve anything dangerous or reckless.
A plan, huh? So you're saying we should think about it more instead of just jumping right into revenge?
Exactly. Think about it as more of a strategy. We need to figure out the best way to handle this situation without causing any unnecessary drama.
You really think they're going to stop being annoying just because we ignore them? They're relentless. They think they're better than everyone else.
True, they do have a way of getting under people's skin, but I'm sure we can find a way to turn the tables without causing a scene.
Like what? Seriously, give me an idea.
What if we just play nice, act like we're totally okay with them, and then just slowly drive them crazy with our kindness?
Drive them crazy with kindness? That sounds ridiculous.
No, really, it might work. Just think about it. If we pretend to be super friendly, it might confuse them. They won't know how to react.
That could actually be kind of funny. But do you think it'll really work?
Who knows? But it's worth a shot, right? If it doesn't work, we can always reconsider some other tactics later.
Okay, fine, I'm in. But if this fails, you're the one who's going to have to deal with them.
Deal. Just remember, this is about showing them that their behavior won't faze us.
All right, I'm ready to show them just how strong our kindness can be. Let's do this.
Hey, what on earth are you doing?
What? I'm just doing what you told me.
What do you mean? I never told you to do anything like that. Stop it. It's embarrassing.
But didn't you say I should sleep outside? You told me to camp out, so that's what I'm doing.
Who in their right mind would actually sleep outside like that? The garden is part of the resort property. It's practically trespassing.
I have permission from the resort to do this.
How on earth did they give you permission for that? What kind of resort is this? Just stop it, okay?
Wait, what's it going to be? First you tell me to sleep outside, and now you're telling me not to? You know, I don't have a room to stay in, right? This area is so remote. There are no other places to stay. What else am I supposed to do? If I hadn't bought a tent, I'd be in a much worse situation right now.
What do you mean if I hadn't brought a tent? Who normally carries a tent around with them?
Well, in case something like this happens, it's good to be prepared.
I can't believe this. You're really something else. You know what? Just come to our room already.
Wait, are you serious? Is that okay with you?
Of course it's okay. I can't have my wife sleeping outside like that. It would be such an embarrassment for the family. Hurry up and get back here.
Can I bring the tent with me too?
I don't care what you bring. Just get back here quickly.
Oh, so I can really come in, huh?
Yes, I'm telling you, it's fine. Just come to the room, tent and all.
Understood, I'll be right there.
Honestly, I can't believe you thought camping out was a good idea. I get that you wanted to make a point or something, but there are limits.
I thought it would be a fun adventure. I didn't realize you'd be so upset about it.
Fun adventure? In the middle of nowhere? While your family is staying in a comfortable room? That's not an adventure. That's just silly.
Well, I thought it would be different. You know, a chance to get in touch with nature or whatever. But if you're embarrassed, I'll stop.
Thank you. It's not just about being embarrassed. It's just not right. Hey, what's going on here? Who are these kids?
These are 4 local kids who live around here. They were riding their bikes by and came over to play in the tent.
So what? Why are these kids coming into our room?
Well, you said it was okay to move the tent, right? They were around when I was moving, and we started playing solitaire together.
Othello is a game for one person. You can't have a bunch of kids in there. Can you just send them somewhere else? They're really getting in the way.
Diana, come on. Your reasoning keeps changing. You said it was fine to bring the tent.
I didn't expect there would be so many kids in the tent. This ruins the whole trip, and it's inconsiderate to the resort to just increase the number of people in our room without asking.
I've got permission from the resort for all of this.
But how could that possibly be okay? It seems like we've come to a really sketchy resort.
No, this is a really nice resort. They are quite flexible with the rules.
Sure, flexibility seems to be a thing here, but these kids are really loud. Can't you do something about it?
Well, they're just rambunctious boys, so it's expected they'd be loud. It would be way scarier if they were quiet.
You really don't get it, do you? You are a genuine nuisance.
Nuisance? Oh, come on, that's just harsh. I'm just trying to make the best of the situation.
No, you're actually driving me crazy. This isn't just about me being annoyed. It's about the whole atmosphere being ruined.
But you said it was okay to bring the tent, and now I'm just following through with that.
Yes, I said that, but I didn't mean for a horde of kids to come along.
Well, I didn't expect there to be so many kids either. They just showed up while we were playing.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you need to figure this out.
Look, I'll get them out if it really bothers you, but it's just a bit of fun, you know?
Fun? This isn't fun for me.
Okay, I understand. I'll try to get them to quiet down.
No, it's not just about quieting down. Can't you send them back where they came from?
But they're having fun. They came all the way over here and they're really excited.
Well, I'm not excited about it. I wanted to enjoy this family trip without random kids popping up everywhere.
Look, I'm just trying to enjoy my time here with my uncle's kids.
Your uncle's kids? How are they related to us?
These kids are my uncle's children, so technically that makes them part of our family.
Wait, what do you mean? How do these kids relate to me?
Well, they're my uncle's kids, so they're your family too.
Are you serious? What are you talking about?
I know it sounds confusing, but it makes sense.
How does that make sense? Just because you say they're family doesn't make it true.
Look, my uncle is the manager of this resort.
Oh, really?
Yes, I wanted to see the kids after a long time, and it just worked out perfectly that you allowed them to come in.
So it was your uncle who arranged this whole thing?
Exactly. I had a feeling they'd want to come see me.
So you set this up on purpose? You knew they'd come here?
Well, not exactly set up, but I thought they might get excited.
You're telling me that your uncle basically encouraged this?
Well, kind of. I had the pamphlet for the resort out, and they saw it and thought it was a great place to be.
So your uncle basically manipulated us into coming here?
It sounds bad when you put it that way, but yes.
This is unreal. Why would he do that?
I think he just wanted us all to have fun together. You know, family bonding and all that.
Well, it's not family bonding when I feel like a stranger in my own trip.
But you're not a stranger. You're part of the family too.
How? Because of some distant relation? This doesn't make any sense.
You're married into the family, so you're just as important.
Important? This is beyond frustrating.
Look, I just thought it would be fun for all of us to spend some time together.
Fun? It's chaotic. This is not how I envisioned this trip.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to turn out this way.
This was supposed to be a relaxing family vacation, and instead, it feels like a daycare.
I promise, if I had known it would turn out like this, I would have said something.
You know, it really feels like you've been planning this from the start.
No way. I just wanted to reconnect with my family.
You are incredibly frustrating. You've brought chaos into what should have been a peaceful getaway.
Okay. I'll talk to them and see if they can go back outside or something.
No! Just send them home.
But they're here now.
That's not my problem. I want peace.
Fine, I'll deal with it. Just hang tight.
I can't believe I'm dealing with this right now.
Hey, we'll figure it out. Just give me a minute.
This trip was supposed to be about us, not a bunch of random kids.
They're not random, they're family.
Family or not, they're intruding.
You'll see. Once we get them settled, it'll be fun.
I doubt that. I just want some space.
Space? I thought you wanted family time.
Not like this. Greg, you are the manager of this resort, right?
Ah, so you found out.
Well, I'm not here as a family member. I'm here as a customer to file a complaint. What on earth is going on here? Your kids are making a ruckus in the room we booked, and it's really bothering us.
I'm really sorry about that, but Brianna told me that you gave your permission for this.
I would never give permission for that. Get them out of here right now. We're the paying guest.
Understood. I will take care of this immediately. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Honestly, what do you think this business is?
However, I couldn't just ignore my niece being left out. I heard that the other families were excluding her.
That doesn't have anything to do with you.
No, I'm one of the relatives too, so it's not unrelated.
Even if that's the case, we're still the paying customers. We've paid for our stay, so you should have the appropriate attitude as the manager.
Understood. In that case, I'll refund the entire amount you paid. Therefore, I must decline your stay for tonight.
What?
Since I'm returning your money, I believe that makes you no longer our customer. I'm speaking from the perspective of a family member here. Also, I need to apologize to Brianna as well.
Don't joke around. Just because you're giving me my money back doesn't mean you can do this to me.
However, the terms of service you agreed to when making your reservation do state that cancellations may occur due to our circumstances.
I've never heard of anyone actually being canceled on like this. Just let me stay. There are no buses left for me to go anywhere.
By the way, how about camping in the garden? You're welcome to do that, since Brianna has a tent.
You are really underestimating me, aren't you? I can see where Brianna gets her lack of depth from.
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Are you saying that Brianna and I, along with my family, all lack depth? What's that supposed to mean?
What kind of language is that?
What do you think you know about Brianna or me? Take back what you just said about lacking depth.
You think I'm scared of your attitude? Listen, I have a husband and a son. You think I'm just going to back down from a fight that I can't win?
Then bring both of them here. Right now, got it?
No, I can't do that.
Come on, I'm challenging you. Bring them here.
Fine. You want a challenge? I'm up for it. I'm not backing down now.
You think you can just talk to me like that? I have the authority here. You're just making a big mistake. So, in the end, they're not coming, huh? Both your husband and son are just a couple of cowards. So it's settled then. You're free to go home, right?
Fine by me. I'll never set foot in this resort again. The taxi is on its way, and I'm getting out of here. Just you wait. I'll leave a terrible review later.
Go ahead and do what you want. Just remember not to treat Brianna with that disrespect ever again. Although, to be honest, she said she's gonna divorce you and cut ties.
I wouldn't want a person like that as my wife anyway. It's all good.
Honestly, I don't care. Just leave already. Guests like you are a nuisance to the other people staying here.
You...
Diana, I think throwing trash into the open air bath, no matter how angry you are, is a bit much, don't you think?
Shut up! After everything that happened to me, I just can't go home empty-handed. This little bit of revenge is totally justified. Wait, how do you know about this?
It's been causing a bit of a stir online. There's a video of you guys throwing trash into the open air bath from outside the resort.
What? A video?
Yep. If you have a bunch of crazy people acting like that, someone is definitely going to film it. At this rate, it won't be long before Fred's workplace is identified too.
What do you mean by that?
Your faces are clearly shown, and you're calling out Fred loudly. Plus, you're wearing the company-issued windbreaker, so it's pretty identifiable.
Oh no. Hey, can I ask you for a favor? Can you help clear up this misunderstanding?
I don't think there's any misunderstanding here, but as your son's wife, I might be able to change the impression a bit.
Then please do. I really lost my temper and acted out of anger. I truly regret it. I'm serious. So please, stop this firestorm.
However, this is behavior that deserves some kind of social punishment. Plus, I'm planning to divorce Fred, so once that happens, we'll be strangers. That might make it impossible.
No way.
By the way, my uncle is planning to sue you for business interference, and I'm going to sue you for defamation.
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. I really regret my actions, so please, don't go through with the lawsuits.
This would be my first time suing someone, and I'm actually really looking forward to it, so I'm not going to stop.
Are you serious right now? You need to reconsider. It's going to be a loss for you too.
Is it? I don't really know. I haven't received much education on this.
Look, I can't believe you're actually serious about this. You're willing to escalate it to lawsuits over some trash being thrown into a bath? This isn't the kind of attention you want, and you know it. Think about how this will affect your future.
Future? I don't care about that. I'm too upset right now. This is my moment of revenge.
But you're just creating more problems for yourself. What happens if your uncle's lawsuit goes through? You'll have a mark on your record. Not to mention this will follow you everywhere.
I don't think you understand. I'm not afraid of consequences anymore. I've been treated like garbage for too long, and now I'm finally standing up for myself.
Standing up for yourself shouldn't look like this. You're acting recklessly. This isn't just about you. You're dragging everyone else into this mess.
Who cares about everyone else? I've always been the one getting pushed around. Now it's my turn to fight back.
But at what cost? Do you really think this petty revenge is worth it? Think about the damage you're doing to yourself and your relationships.
Relationships? What relationships? All I have is this ridiculous connection with Fred and a bunch of kids I barely know. I'm done with all of it.
You might feel that way now, but trust me, you're going to regret this. You'll look back and see how this moment of anger destroyed any chance of reconciling or having a good future.
Maybe you're right, but right now, I don't want to hear it. I just want to feel like I have control for once.
I get that, but you're going about it all wrong. There are healthier ways to express your feelings than resorting to this kind of chaos.
You don't know what it's like to be in my shoes. You can't just sit there and lecture me on how to feel.
I'm not lecturing you. I'm trying to help you see the bigger picture. You don't want to end up in a worse situation than you already are.
This is the one who is going to end up at the bottom of the barrel.
What?
Remember, I don't have a very good education anyway, so I don't care how I end up after this, as long as you end up worse than me.
Brianna, thank you for everything yesterday. It really seemed like you went home, but what happened after that?
I ended up staying at a hotel at the foot of the mountain. Unlike the resort's futons, a high-quality bed is just so much better for a good night's sleep.
How can you say that to me? Well, I'm glad you were able to sleep well. I was really worried about you.
Thank you for everything, Uncle. Hey, I have to ask, you really told Diana off, didn't you? I mean, she was completely out of control. It must have been because you stepped in, right? I can see right through you. Come on, just tell me the truth.
No way, I'm not gonna share that with you. You know, you wouldn't want to think of your relative as trying to look cool, would ya?
But come on, you really did something impressive. You can't just leave me hanging like this. I can only imagine what you said that made her freak out like that. It's not every day someone puts Diana in her place, you know.
Well, let's just say I had a little chat with her. I figured someone needed a reminder that she can't just act however she wants and expect everyone to go along with it. It's important to set boundaries, even with family.
Wow, I didn't know you had it in you. I mean, you're always so calm and collected. Seeing you stand up to her is honestly inspiring.
I appreciate that, but it wasn't easy. I just did what I felt was necessary. You need to stand your ground sometimes, especially when it comes to family drama.
You're right. I'm just glad you were there to back me up, even if it was in your own way. It feels great to know I have you in my corner.
Of course! Family sticks together no matter what. Just remember, if you ever need support, I'm always here for you.
Thanks, Uncle. That really means a lot to me. Diana and her associates were ordered by the court to pay substantial compensation and damages to the resort, a decision that was not only significant for the resort, but also deeply impactful for me personally. Alongside this, they were also mandated to pay me a sum for emotional distress, which I had experienced in great measure. This ruling felt like a monumental victory, an acknowledgement of the pain and chaos their actions had inflicted on my life. The judicial system recognized the extent of the harm caused, which was incredibly validating and served as a reminder that justice can prevail, even in a world that sometimes seems unjust. The court's decision did not come without its own set of consequences. As the news of their reckless behavior spread rapidly through social media channels, the ramifications of their actions expanded significantly. It was astonishing to witness how quickly information could disseminate in today's digital age. What started as a private matter quickly turned into a public spectacle, illustrating the power and reach of social media. Fred, who had already been struggling to cope with the fallout from our divorce, found himself in an increasingly difficult situation. The social scrutiny he faced from friends, colleagues, and acquaintances became an unbearable burden. Whispers and judgment surrounded him constantly, and he ultimately reached a breaking point. Unable to tolerate the shame and ostracism, Fred made the decision to resign voluntarily from his position at the company. This decision was not taken lightly. It was a complex choice born out of desperation and the need to reclaim some semblance of dignity. Fred had been a respected figure in his professional life, and the abrupt transition to feeling marginalized and scrutinized was particularly challenging for him. The psychological toll of public judgment can be immense, and it became evident that he was struggling under the weight of his choices. In the past, he had enjoyed a sense of security and prestige, but that sense of normalcy had been shattered by the public's perception of him. It serves as a stark reminder of how fragile reputations can be, and how swiftly they can crumble, often as a result of poor decisions and actions taken by others. Following the court ruling, their choice to leave became dramatically apparent. They effectively became a family that vanished under the cover of darkness, fleeing their home and the consequences of their actions. The term midnight escape seemed to fit their situation perfectly. They left behind not only their possessions, but also the community that had once embraced them. The contrast between their past life and their present circumstances is both striking and poignant. Reports suggest that they are now living in a distant town, struggling to make ends meet, and grappling with the harsh realities of financial hardship. The irony of their situation is palpable. They went from what many would consider a comfortable, privileged existence to a life marked by poverty and deprivation. In stark contrast, my life took a different trajectory. I seized the opportunity to work in my uncle's resort, which turned out to be a pivotal moment in my life. It was not just about earning a paycheck. It was about rebuilding my identity and forging a new path for myself. Working at the resort has allowed me to immerse myself in a vibrant environment filled with natural beauty. The job presented opportunities to connect with a diverse group of people, each with their own unique stories and experiences. I encountered families, children, and tourists who visit the resort for a getaway, bringing with them joy and laughter. Being surrounded by energetic children has been especially rewarding for me. Their laughter fills the air, and their boundless enthusiasm is contagious. Each day spent with them is an adventure, bringing a sense of fulfillment that I never expected to find after the chaos of my past. I engage in various activities with them, whether it's organizing games, storytelling sessions, or simply enjoying the outdoors together. These moments serve as a reminder of the beauty of life, the innocence of childhood, and the joy that comes from simple pleasures. Reflecting on everything that has transpired, I am genuinely surprised by how well the process of seeking justice and personal healing has unfolded. Initially, I never imagined that my life would take this turn. It all began with the turmoil caused by Diana and Fred's actions, which ultimately led to the courtroom drama that followed. Each twist and turn of this journey brought a complex mix of emotions: anger, sadness, relief, and ultimately empowerment. The intricacies of human relationships and the consequences of our choices became glaringly evident to me. Experiencing my first court case was both daunting and enlightening. I approached the proceedings with a mix of trepidation and anticipation. The legal system felt intimidating, yet it also presented an opportunity for growth. I gained invaluable insights into the intricacies of the judicial process and a deeper understanding of my rights as an individual. The tension in the courtroom, the arguments presented by both sides, and the eventual ruling were all moments that will remain vividly etched in my memory. It was empowering to stand up for myself, to advocate for my rights, and to emerge from that experience with a renewed sense of agency and purpose. The memories of that courtroom, the discussions, and the decisions rendered will stay with me forever. I gained not just a financial settlement, but also a newfound strength and resilience. I discovered that I could confront challenges head-on, advocate for myself, and emerge from adversity stronger than before. This experience shaped my understanding of justice and accountability, reinforcing the idea that we have the power to take control of our lives and seek what we truly deserve. In the aftermath of this journey, I realized that it has evolved into more than just a story of revenge or compensation. It has become a narrative of personal growth and self-discovery. I have learned to embrace the challenges that life presents and turn them into opportunities for positive change. My job at my uncle's resort has provided me with a fresh start, filled with hope and the promise of a better tomorrow. Each day, I find strength in the relationships I am building, the work I'm doing, and the lessons I am learning. As I engage more deeply with my work at the resort, I have also had the opportunity to develop my skills. I have taken on various responsibilities that have allowed me to explore my interest and capabilities. For instance, I have become involved in organizing events and activities for the guest. Whether it's planning themed nights or coordinating children's programs, I have found joy in creating memorable experiences for others. It has been rewarding to see families enjoying their time together and creating lasting memories, knowing that I played a role in facilitating that joy. The resort itself is located in a stunning area, surrounded by lush forest and sparkling waters. The beauty of the natural surroundings never fails to inspire me. During breaks, I often take long walks along the shore or through the trees, allowing myself to immerse in the tranquility of nature. These moments of solitude provide me with the space to reflect on my journey, appreciate how far I have come, and find clarity amidst the chaos of life. Nature has a unique way of grounding us, reminding us of the beauty that exists in the world, even when faced with adversity. The strength I have gained through these experiences empowers me to face whatever comes next with confidence and resilience. The journey has reinforced my belief that we are all capable of overcoming adversity and creating lives that reflect our values and aspirations. As I move forward, I carry with me the lessons learned from my past experiences. I am deeply aware of the power of resilience, the importance of community, and the strength that comes from self-advocacy. Now, as I reflect on my life, I find solace in knowing that I have overcome significant hurdles. Each day presents new opportunities, and I approach them with an open heart and mind. I look forward to what the future holds, knowing that I have the strength to navigate whatever challenges may come my way. The essence of life lies in our ability to adapt, learn, and grow, and I embrace that with open arms. The journey of healing and rebuilding has not been without its challenges. There were moments when doubt crept in, when I questioned whether I was making the right decisions, and whether I would ever truly recover from the turmoil of my past. However, each time I faced these doubts, I found ways to confront them, to challenge the negativity that threatened to overwhelm me. Engaging with supportive friends, immersing myself in my work, and reflecting on my progress have all been instrumental in this process. During this time, I have also sought out new connections and friendships. The people I work with at the resort have become an invaluable support system. They understand the complexities of life, and they share their own stories of struggle and triumph, creating an environment where we can uplift one another. It's heartening to know that I am not alone in this journey. I have found camaraderie in our shared experiences, and these friendships have added depth and richness to my life. In the evenings, I often take long walks along the beach near the resort. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore and the cool breeze invigorate my spirit. It is during these moments of solitude that I find clarity and peace. I reflect on my journey, allowing myself to feel gratitude for the lessons learned, the relationships formed, and the strength discovered within myself. These walls have become a ritual for me, a time to connect with my thoughts and emotions, and to appreciate the beauty of the world around me. As I continue to forge my path forward, I am reminded of the importance of setting goals for myself. I have started to dream bigger and envision a future that aligns with my values and passions. Whether it's advancing my career, deepening my connections with others, or exploring new hobbies, I am determined to live a life that is fulfilling and authentic. I refuse to let the shadows of my past define my future. Instead, I strive to create a life that reflects my true self, one that is marked by resilience, joy, and purpose.
Excuse me, Eloise, but what do you think you're doing?
Huh? What are you talking about, Raquel?
Stop trying to play dumb with me. I am talking about what happened today at the family gathering and dinner. When I was talking to my aunt, you were there with the two of us as we were gathered there. And I remember you telling her that I'm like a parasite living in your home. Why would you tell her such a lie as that?
Well, look, sis, I was just telling the truth to her. You are already way too old to be living in your parents' house still, and since you still haven't found anyone to marry you yet, that must mean you're like a shut-in or something. You happen to be Brian's sister, so I've done my best to stay quiet about all my feelings towards you. But I've had enough sitting around and letting you get away with such crap.
I understand that I don't have a husband of my own yet, but I am still working remotely while in the house. And very soon I plan to move into a new house close by. I feel that I've explained all this to you plenty of times before, right?
And you expect me to believe that crap every time you tell me about it? You really expect me, someone in their 30s now, to believe that you're in that room all day working on things that are going to make you money?
Making products by hand is a very labor-intensive job, you know.
I don't care. I'm sorry that I've had to be the one to look over you this whole time, even though you're the one older than me. Now, can you start acting a bit more your age and get out of the house and into a life of your own?
Eloise, what do you think people are going to think of you when you do things like that?
And what is it this time with you?
Why are a ton of your things littered all over my room right now? And when it comes to my things, what have you done with them? I can't even find a single thing of mine now.
All of it was getting in my way, so I tossed it all out.
Why are you throwing away other people's things like that when they're not your own? I cannot believe you right now.
Well, isn't this all your fault since you still haven't moved out of the house yet and are way too old to be relying on us? Do you plan to keep living there even though we are staying there now?
Listen up, Eloise. I told you just yesterday that the day I'm moving out has been moved back a bit due to my work and being too busy, right? And that's why my things would be at my parents' house for a little while longer. I told you that right to your face, Eloise.
That's just your poor excuse for not wanting to get out of here. I heard from you that you were having a lot of your things here for a little while longer, but you never said I couldn't throw them away or anything.
That right there is BS.
Well, maybe next time you have to be more specific when explaining things like that to me. Raquel, it's absolutely disgusting that you're still living in your parents' house when you're in your 40s. My husband and I are moving into the house now, so please get lost. I'll be taking care of your mom from now on, okay? So there's no play for you in this house anymore. Just give up for me, please.
I told you that I have to wait a bit longer to move to my new place. Well, I already have a new house, so I guess I will be leaving now. And even if I hadn't bought the place yet, I'd still get out of here.
Trying to act all tough now, are we? I doubt you even have a place right now, and what? Are you gonna go live on the streets or something while searching for a new place?
I can see that nothing I am saying is getting into that thick skull of yours. Tell me right now where you ended up throwing all my things away at.
I don't know. I just toss them in the trash and let the garbage man handle them.
Tomorrow is when they come by this house and pick up the trash. So try again, please.
No, who cares where your things are now anyway?
I really can't get a second of decent talk out of you, can I?
Raquel, I'm so sorry.
Brian, can you not see that your wife is a bit screwed up in the head? Are you sure you're okay with someone like her? She's told me that she's gone and thrown out a lot of my tools for work as well as a lot of the products that I had already made. And she's now telling me that she has no idea where she threw all of that stuff away at, and most of it has to do with my job.
I even tried asking her what she did with all that stuff, but she'd only reply by saying she doesn't know. And she kept trying to push this excuse on me that Mom said it was okay for her to toss it all, and that's why she did so. She doesn't even seem to care about how what she's done is completely messed up.
So she's going to try and take advantage of the fact that Mom has early signs of dementia and make her be the one to take the blame? She is so screwed in the head.
I'll make sure to pay you back for everything she threw away. And I'll have her know what's happened because of her actions. I'm so sorry, Raquel.
You apologizing to me isn't really going to solve anything now. But the fact that I hear that your wife is using Mom as her scapegoat is a little bit too disturbing.
To be real with you, this time, I'm really shocked by what she's done, and it's made me lose a lot of trust in her.
I bet. Well, I'm not going to allow this. I guess I'll have to be the one to watch over Mom after all. I'll be sending her things over to my new place as well soon, so can you make sure to gather it all up for me?
Hold on a second. That has nothing to do with what we were talking about before.
Huh? Why are you saying that in times like these? I want to know why you're even marrying a woman like that anyway, who has a rotten character. I'm sure she's just trying to use you, Brian, and you have to start becoming more aware of things like that.
Well, listen. I'm sorry, Raquel. When it comes to how I met her, it all comes down to her being a friend of one of my friends, which led to us starting to date. She really is a wonderful woman, but she happens to have parts of herself that are stronger than others. At first, I thought she just had a hard time listening to me, and used her power as a way of being romantic and kind, and maybe I was wrong.
So what are you trying to get at here?
I'm sorry, that was kind of a poor excuse right there.
You can stop trying to apologize or make excuses for what she's doing. You're just wasting your time now trying to defend her like that.
Right. But when it comes to Mom, can you hold on a little longer? The whole reason I wanted to move back home with her was to be able to live with her again after all.
Well, you did explain that to me a while back.
For the longest time now, you've been left to take care of Mom and that house. But I really wanted this time to be my turn so that you could finally have a break. So if you take Mom with you, there was no need for all of this effort spent.
And I told you long ago that you didn't have to worry so much about Mom and I, right? I get that you want to care for her again and everything, but you can't tell me it's a waste of time that you might not be able to live with her. She has a right to be around people that want to care for her, like you. But when you have Eloise there, well...
I know that, and I can't make an excuse for it. But you have been dealing with everything here by yourself for so long, and have never asked anyone for help. So I wanted to be the one to support you. I will not forgive what Eloise did to you, not one bit. I'll make sure she's held responsible for everything she did.
And I feel that you should hold her responsible to the fullest extent. I guess I have no choice but to give you a little more time then.
Raquel, how have you been doing since then? Are you having a fun time living all by yourself in that rundown shack of yours?
I'm actually having a pretty nice time at my new house. And when I'm finished getting everything unpacked and managed, I'll send you a video tour of the place so that you have a better idea where I'm living.
No need! I don't have any interest in looking at that dumpy apartment you're gonna try and fix up.
So you think that I'm still lying about everything regarding my life? I'd really like to know what gets you off about making fun of other people like that. Did I do something to you before that's made you this miserable?
I told you before that you were getting in my way. Are you not aware of all the people you've been causing problems for this whole time you've been alive? It's scary that you were so naive at that.
Well, before you begin to question others and worry about them, perhaps you should be thinking about how you yourself is doing.
Huh? Why should I have to worry about myself?
Well, don't you feel that your parents are going to try to contact you here soon?
Hey, what the hell is going on?
Huh? What are you talking about, Eloise?
Stop trying to play dumb with me now. I was just told by my parents that they no longer want to see me anymore and that I should never talk to them again. What the hell did you tell them to make them do this?
Well, that's a relief. It seems they have finally opened their eyes to what their daughter's been up to.
You told me that something bad happened within their company? Why the hell do you know anything about my dad and his company?
So you have no idea what's been going on at your parents' company then? Well, if you'd like to know why I know him, it's because I'm the CEO.
Huh?
I have my company, and your dad has his company, right? Well, both our companies are in a partnership at the moment.
Wait, I have no idea what you're going on about.
I've always been talking about how I work to create handmade goods, right? You have to tell me that you've known about me doing all of that, right?
Yeah, and I thought that was your excuse for being locked in your room all day long.
I was never using it as an excuse for anything, though. I'm running a company that happens to make handmade goods for people that order them through us. You could call it a smaller company, but I still happen to employ quite a few people, and we all tend to work from home making goods. And as for the stuff that was in my room being worked on, it was all a collaboration effort between a few different companies.
A collaboration?
Your father asked me to start working on all those goods as a way of getting his company's name out there. He wanted more customers to know about the company he runs, and so he wanted me making high-quality goods that he could use to inform and attract customers about his company and others.
What the hell? I don't believe you.
All of those pieces of jewelry I had been working on were for an upcoming event where they'd be sold for a limited time, but... Oh, that's a bit strange, isn't it? I haven't even started selling any of them yet. However, when looking online, I can see that they are already being sold for prices higher than I was planning to sell them at. I wonder who could have gotten a hold of all those goods while they were in my room. Could someone have stolen them from me instead of throwing them out?
Are you trying to blame me? You're being an idiot right now, Raquel.
But isn't the room that used to be mine, where I worked all the time and kept said goods, your room now? And in that room was a lot of my things before you moved in, throwing them all out, right? I had all my things in that room placed in boxes ready to be moved into my house, so it was all so easy for someone to take, right? Didn't I tell you to go out looking for those things for me before they got to the dump like you said would happen? Wait, you didn't do that, but you didn't give anything back to me. Instead, all of my things are back in your room in that house, still in their boxes.
Did you go through my room and find all those? What's wrong with you?
You're the one asking me that question? Well, anyway, because of what you've done, I lost a lot of faith in your father's company, and that's why we've come to now. He lost a lot of the product he had asked for my company to craft for him, all to his little sister who once worked for him. So saddening, really.
Well, you can't blame me for all that. I didn't know anything about you and him working together. I just thought instead of throwing all those things out you were making, like the jewelry and such, it'd be better for me to make a little money off it by selling it all online.
No matter how you try and frame it, you took something that's not yours and have been selling it. You could be taken to court for stealing private property, especially the property of a well-established company.
Shut up! If you're gonna get so upset about it, then why don't you do something to fix all this?
Why would I be the one to do that? How about you try and do something about the mistake you've created?
Hey! Hey! Please reply to me!
What? I still have a little while longer before I can get home.
Well, I don't care about you being here or not right now. I have something seriously important to tell you about. Because of your sister, my parents are upset with me and no longer want anything to do with me now. Right now, your sister has no idea what she's talking about and has the wrong idea about everything. I just happened to do something a little out of line is all. But because of that, somehow, the contract she had with my dad's company is no more. How does something like that even happen?
Well, that was bound to happen with you, I suppose. All of the money that you made off selling my sister's things ended up going right into your own private bank account, right? So we know about everything, and know it's the truth.
I'm telling you that the only truth here is that your sister has everything all wrong in her head. I really wanted to become a good sister-in-law to her. Yeah, she's painting me as some kind of bad guy. Well, I'm sure that by making your sister lose a lot of her work and her job, she's going to become a lot better of a person now, right? I mean, she did all this to herself, right?
I don't think what you've done is going to help in making my sister any better than she already is. So are you telling me that even now, you don't feel bad for what you've done?
Why would I feel bad about the problem she created for herself? You gonna start blaming me for something I didn't do now as well, Brian?
I see. Well, I understand then. Eloise, I have some paperwork on top of the desk in my home office that I'd like you to take a good look at. Do you think you can go in there and give it a read?
Why would I do that now of all times? Ugh. Brian! Where are you at right now?
Right now? I'm still out of the house right now. Did you have a good look at the paperwork that was on my desk?
Why is this happening for no reason?
Don't you dare tell me there's no reason for what I'm doing. As long as you're willing to cooperate with me and sign everything you need to, I can have it all handed in.
Stop that, Brian. Are you really gonna let that witch win? What the hell happened to that slimy freak to make her this deranged?
Well, then let me say this, Eloise. You haven't only been selling my sister's company's goods on the online market, but you've been selling my mom's things now.
Huh?
All of the brand accessories that my mom has, as well as her purses and coats, and so on, have slowly started to appear online, and when they sell, they vanish from the house. Are you using the same account you used to sell my sister's things as well?
I'm sure there was just some unlucky coincidence there.
Well, I'll have a deeper look later into what's going on there. But tell me, what's actually going on here? Seems to me that you've been meeting with the same man multiple times a week. And this picture is from today. You happen to go out with him a lot during the day, when you say you're at home taking care of my mom, who really needs someone there for her. Strange. Not only have you not been upholding your end of the promise, but you've been cheating on me instead.
You have it all wrong. He just happened to have some things going on, so I met up with him. He's a good friend of mine.
I happen to have a friend of mine go out for me and get all sorts of exciting and wonderful photos of the both of you. Would you like to see them?
Well, hold on a couple of seconds.
I'm sorry, Eloise, but I no longer need someone like you in my life. We're getting divorced. And I want you out of my mom's house now.
Can you at least let me explain everything myself? I just happened to be having a hard time adjusting to the new house, and so I went out for a bit of fun. I promise to never do something like that again.
Are you sure?
I told you I won't anymore! And I'll only stay home to care for your mother from now on. You are my number one, Brian! So can you please believe me when I say all this to you?
I see. Well, if my sister is okay with what's been going on here, I'll rethink divorcing you.
Are you sure? That's a promise. Raquel, I might have happened to mess up a small bit.
Why are you coming to me again now? Have you finally heard the news from Brian that he wants to divorce you?
That's right. I think what happened this time has caused some rough patches between us.
Rough patches, huh?
I understand now that I did a lot of things wrong. But wanting a divorce because of all of it? Can't you agree with me that that way of thinking is way too dangerous in our relationship? You and I are family, right? Can you please help me get through this tough moment between him and I?
So?
What do you mean by so?
So, is this your way of apologizing to me for all you've done? So far, based off what you've been talking about, I can't seem to pick up on your apology to me anywhere.
What are you going on about? Acting like you deserve some kind of respect from me. Then how about I come over to your house right now and give you an apology in person? Would that make you happy?
Oh, I never asked for you to come to me. I just happen to know the kind of person you really are deep down is all.
Oh, come on, I'm coming over there right now. And once I've gotten down on my hands and knees and apologized, you forgive me, okay? You and I are family after all, so you shouldn't be too upset with me, right? I'll be at your sister's place in another couple minutes, okay? Can you tell me where you're even at right now? Are you out messing around or something?
I just got back to the house a little bit ago, and I'm looking after my mom now.
Hey, you plan to rethink getting a divorce and all that still, right? If you don't, I have no reason to really be apologizing for this, right?
What kind of remark is that? Now that we're on that subject, have you gotten around to filling out your parts of the paperwork?
I have. I even sent you those pictures of all my signatures and everything on it already, right? You told me that if I didn't fill it out first, you wouldn't tell me the address of your sister's house, right?
I had to make sure I covered all my bases with you, since I can't trust you anymore.
Why not? Are you really going to say that all of this is my fault now?
I think so. But there are some parts of this that make me feel as though I'm to blame as well.
Huh? What does that mean?
Eloise, you have a very good idea of the man my father was, right?
I do. And about what happened to him 2 years ago before he passed away.
Good. Well, it was 10 years ago that the doctors found out my dad had a tumor, which subsequently led to him having cancer. And up until he had passed away, years after that, my sister was the one to look after both him and my mom at their home.
Well, she's been living at that house with them ever since she was little, so of course she should be made to care for them both.
The opposite of that, actually. At the time, I was out of the state for a while for work, so I couldn't do anything to help, really. So, as a result of that, my sister was forced to go back to their house and live with them for the past 10 years. And that's why I was able to rest easy knowing that she was there living with and caring for the two of them. After all, my parents wanted me to stay out of the state and continue working my job, since Raquel has a bit more freedom with her work. And well, I told you about all of this even before we got married, so I thought I'd never have to repeat any of this to you again. Are you sure you remember everything I told you about my sister and family?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? And that's how I came to know that you are a really nice man.
So even though you knew about the sacrifices my sister had to make giving up her life for 10 years to be around them, you still meant all those horrible things you said? I really should have done something about you sooner, had I known everything you were doing to her.
Hey, Brian? Brian, answer your gosh dang phone already!
What?
I've pressed on her doorbell multiple times now, but she won't come and answer the door for me. And what is up with this place? Are you sure you gave me the right address to her house?
It looks like somewhere a celebrity would live, right? I was even shocked when I had a look at the place before she moved in.
Well, before we talk about that, why the hell is your sister now answering me? What does she think she's doing?
Raquel already talked about this. She heard from you that you were coming and that it was fine. But she never said to you that you'd be allowed to meet her.
Why the hell would she have me come all the way out here if she didn't even want me to meet her? Does she not want to listen to me apologize to her about the mistakes I made? What a witch. I mean, seriously, why would she waste my precious time by doing something so petty to me?
Huh? Are you kidding me, Eloise? Stop talking about my sister like that, you pile of crap. If I hear another word from you talking poorly about her, I'll make sure you never see the light of day again. And another thing, the amount of times her and I explained the current situation to you, you still haven't seemed to catch a hint. Do you really think that a simple apology to her is going to wash all you did away? I'm pissed that you kept so many things hidden from me, like cheating and leaving my mom alone, and what you say about my sister all the time is not acceptable.
I'm sorry about that. It just came out before I could stop myself from saying it. You shouldn't get so upset with me about that, okay?
Did your tongue just slip then? You think I'm gonna let a 5-year-old's excuse like that work here? Well, I'm very aware that my sister is never going to forgive you for what you done to her.
What? Then that means...
I had a look at the divorce papers, and everything seems to be in order. I'm going to be handing them in now.
Hold on a sec! You can't just do something like that to me. It's not fair! I've been apologizing for everything this whole dang time!
It's too late to apologize, and you should have known that from the start. I cannot trust you anymore, which means we cannot be together anymore. I'll make sure to get a settlement from you for cheating on me, and maybe from your partner as well.
You can't! Don't throw me away like this. I promise that I'll make everything up to you after this. I love you so much, Brian, and you should love me a lot too!
I don't love you anymore, Eloise, and I never will again. Make sure you pay me everything I asked for. Also, my sister is going to be suing you for stealing and selling her company's goods.
Huh?
and that's just from her company's side. You'll also be paying her for all the trouble you've caused her, and for the items you did throw away of hers. You're in for a real treat having to deal with her and her company now.
What? So she's really going to fight me over all of that? Even using her company?
Those products and goods of hers that you sold illegally all go for a lot of money and have really ruined her brand's image. She will have to fight for a long time to make up for the losses you've forced on her, as well as fight to get her company's name cleaned. She's already in the process of getting her lawyers together. I think in a little while, her lawyers and her will be coming for you to let you know what you'll be owing her.
Do you know how much I'm going to have to pay then?
I'm not sure of all the details, but you're looking at paying upwards of $1 to $2 million.
You have to realize that I don't have that kind of money. Where am I supposed to get money like that from? I don't have anyone that can support me now either, Brian.
Wait, are you not able to get any help from your parents now? That's right, they kicked you out of their family. Well, I guess you'll just have to do what every other responsible adult does and get a job.
I don't want to work, though. And if this is all made public information, then there will be no way of me finding a job with everyone knowing what happened with me and her product. Why is all of this happening to me?
Because you asked for it?
I'm so sorry, Brian. I really made a lot of crappy choices and screwed everything up. Can you please find a way to forgive me? If you guys both do this to me, then I'm never going to be able to live a normal life again.
I told you everything that's going to happen soon, and I don't plan on telling you again. So if you have any questions or things to say, talk with our lawyers about it. Now, I'll be heading out.
Brian, please wait. Hey, Brian, please. I told you that I'm so sorry for everything. Hey!
Raquel, I was able to get divorced from Eloise. And as for the money I'm asking for from her, my lawyer and I will continue working on it.
Really? I'm so glad to see how much her being an idiot led to her downfall. Now, if you let another woman do anything like this to you or I again, I'm not going to be forgiving you either.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about what happened this time.
Now tell me, why were you getting so worked up over her? Did you really have something to hide about her, or think that I was going to do something bad to you?
Well, look, you said to me that you've always wanted to have a store of your own and everything, right? But because I was out of the state, and you were forced to take care of Mom and Dad the whole time, you could never do that, right? I feel like I'm the one responsible for taking your dream from you, and that any sort of screw-ups on my end will only make you hate me more.
Well, if you feel as though you owe me something or have done something that bad, talk to me about it. I get that in the past I did want to open a store of my own selling my products. But as of right now, I'm doing the same thing, just online and from the comfort of my own home. Really, the work I do right now is just like the dream I had.
Is that right? So then, I just made myself get all worked up for nothing.
But I'm the same as you are there. I should have spoken with you about myself a bit more and told you that I was doing all right with Mom. But since I never did, you ended up having the stress of worrying about me and what I was thinking build up in you. So I'm sorry for getting you so worked up.
No worries. You didn't do a dang thing wrong anyways. Now, as for what'll be happening next, I want you to let me take care of Mom for you from now on, okay?
Huh? But what'll happen during the day while you're at work?
I plan to hire a helper, or some kind of day service to help while I'm not there. You happen to have found yourself someone that'll take good care of Mom from now on. So I'll make sure that everything is taken care of here at her house, while you go out and enjoy your life.
Fine. You really do love to make other people happy, don't you? I'm happy that you care so much about me. Thank you, Brian. Brian's ex-wife Eloise was hit with large amounts of money that she had to pay off. She wasn't able to find any friends or family to help support her, and I believe that her life is going to be a difficult one from now on. I've heard that recently she's been getting into it with the loan sharks, but we'll have to see whether their money can really help her in the long run or not. Right now, Brian is living with my mom at her house and taking great care of her when he can. He even spends all of his days off with her there, and I'm actually quite surprised with how good of a caregiver he is to her. I really hope that if Brian is still looking, he finds someone a lot more kind-hearted and cute than that Eloise. As for myself, I found a new man, and we've even gotten engaged and have started living together in my new house. I think right now I'm at the most happy moment in my life, but I hope it gets even more amazing